I love the album cover, but I feel like she needs a Snickers. I just feel like that would make her day just maybe a little bit better, okay? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Sinead O'Connor with her song Troy off of her album The Lion and the Cobra, released in 1987. Several of you have recommended this song and said, hey, JP, you should probably listen to more Sinead O'Connor. So here I am listening to more Sinead O'Connor for us. You're more than welcome to join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. Let's just jump into it. By the way, the movie Troy, Brad Pitt, fantastic movie. Eric Bana, I don't care what anyone says. We need more movies like that. Okay? I love gladiator movies. I like historical movies, especially of ancient. Anyways, I just love those type of movies. All right, let's just do it. This is Troy by Sinead O'Connor.
I remember it in Dublin in a rainstorm. We're sitting in the long grass in summer, keeping warm. I remember it every restless night. We were so young then, we thought that everything we could possibly do was right. And we moved, stolen from our very eyes. And I wondered where you went to. And tell me, when did the light die? You will rise, you'll return, the phoenix from the flame. You will learn, you'll rise, you'll return, being what you are. You. I swear I didn't mean those things I said. I never meant to do that to you. Next time I keep my hands to myself instead. Oh, does she love you? What do you want to do? Does she need you like I do? Love her? Is she good for you? Does she hold you like I do? Should I leave? I know you're always telling me that you love me, but just sometimes I wonder if I should believe. Oh, I love you. God, I love you. I'd kill a dragon for you.
She's speaking truth. She is speaking truth. Okay. Ooh. Sinead was incredibly she was incredible in this one. I mean, you guys already know because you've always already heard the song. But man, she really brought she brought the fire. Sinead O'Connor, one of those artists that I've always heard of. Haven't really heard much of their music, or of her music rather. If anyone can cover this song with the same emotional intensity and passion that Sinead O'Connor did this song, and get halfway as close to perfection as she did, they may have a shot. They may have a shot. This was a song that was fueled by, I would imagine, her personal experiences, her fire, and her emotions, what she's feeling, what she's going through. Because a song like this, maybe it's me, maybe I'm ignorant, but I feel like the emotions that she displayed here in her singing and with the music can't be faked. At a certain point, she would put a lot of words together, right? She would almost pace it very fast, for example, like Joni Mitchell. But she reminded me of like someone who's dancing on stage, perhaps in ballet or a musical. And think of like the dancer where maybe they do an act where they look like they're tripping and they're falling, and then they roll up and they're just doing like another part of a dance. They just seamlessly move from a trip into a dance or into a pirouette or into like whatever they're doing. I feel like sometimes Sinead was doing something like that with her vocals. She was picking up the pacing to the point that you would think that she would stumble on her words, but not only did she recover, she did it purposely because she was almost like lulling you into a false sense of security, like the Trojan horse. And then she would immediately just like move into this beautiful display of vocal intensity. The very slow but methodical buildup of the strings is such a beautiful environment for her to display the vocals that she does in here and the singing that she does. Starting off very stark and a little bit more spaced out, a little limited, her vocals also start out very impassioned but a little lower. Before she begins to find her inner strength, as we'll go into the lyrics a little bit more, but before she begins to find her strength and her own inner power and use that to her benefit, to her advantage, and to her forwarding. You hear how comfortable she is? Doing that mid-breath, just hitting it up a little bit more. I'm not comfortable. She is. And she has such power in her voice, but she also has this beautiful sweetness. And it's a beautiful production on this because while her voice is the mainstay of the track, it's also the strings, the bass. There probably is something else in there besides like the drums that come in, obviously. But the whole soundscape, besides her voice even, is fascinating to me. It's just this beautiful build-up, I don't want to say of calamity, but of distress into hope, into realization, and into reality.
Is she good for you?
And then Sinead feels broken at this point, and vocally she shows that. She shows that she's vulnerable. But as she says later on in the song, and as it builds up, she relates to a phoenix, yes, being burned down, being broken down into ashes. But she says that she'll not only rise, but she's gonna learn. Singer and musicians perfectly in sync, encompassing each other's spirits, fire, and just burn. It's fierce, it's fascinating, she's charming, she captures you, she holds you. Through all the tension that is grasped, through all the tension that is grasped within this song, vocally, instrumentally, especially lyrically, I feel that you have no choice but to listen to what she has to say.
But I will rise,
Finding her inner strength.
and I will return. The phoenix from the flame.
I have learned. And she's convincing in her display. And then the drums come in and just push it. I don't... It's a great song. It's a great song. And even though she's finding strength, she still feels pain. It's not like she's invincible now, but she's overpowering whatever pain that she was enduring before. Reading the lyrics and following along, I was kind of getting the idea that, I don't know exactly what happened, but Someone, I'm assuming that she loved, broke her heart and like just totally hurt her and destroyed her. I like how the lyric says here, you'll return, you'll rise. Being what you are, there is no other Troy for you to burn. Troy, city, safeguarded, no one could get in. By deception, someone got in with what looked like a gift, ended up being a disaster, ended up being their undoing. Cool, that's great. We know the story. So I feel like she feels like she is Troy. She opened her gates to something that was supposed to be loving, something that was supposed to help her be a good thing. And then once she closed her gates, allowed that gift in, it ended up hurting her. I'm assuming that this thing that ended up hurting her was love in some capacity. Probably from a partner of some sort, but that's kind of where I'm going with this. Now she switches it to herself and she says, oh, does she love you? What do you want to do? Does she need you like I do? Do you love her? Is she good for you? Does she hold you like I do? Asking the hard questions. I'm assuming this is now talking about cheating. Do you love this other person? Does she love you the way that I love you? Does she hold you the way that I love you? Can she give you what I want to give you and have given you? So she begins to kind of catch on to the deception, catch on to the lies. And she says, and I love the way she says this in the song, oh, I love you. God, I love you. And you can hear it in her voice. The way that it sounds like she's almost giving up. She's not quite there, but her heart's broken, and she's put all this trust in this person for them to misuse it. She says, I would kill a dragon for you, I'll die. And then the song begins to rise, and she says, I will rise, and I will return, a phoenix from the flame. I have learned. I love that singular line, I have learned. She's not just coming back. She's learned. She's grown. And she's gonna blossom. And she says, you'll see me return, being what I am. There is no other Troy for me to burn. Reversing that line. You should have left the light on. You should have left the light on. Then I wouldn't have tried and you'd never have known. And I wouldn't have pulled you tighter. No, I wouldn't have pulled you close. I wouldn't have screamed, no, I can't let you go. And the flames burned away, but you're still spitting fire. Makes no difference what you say. You're still a liar. You can come at me with any excuse you want. You're still a liar. 3 times for emphasis. You're still a liar. Get out of here. Incredibly powerful song. Really enjoyable, definitely. I don't know if it's a song that I would listen to all the time because it's one of those it's just a big emotional roller coaster. It's a fantastic one to get on, but I don't want to ride this ride all the time. You know what I mean? But as an every once in a while visit, and I would assume as an album listen, this is a standout and powerful piece of music from Miss Sinéad O'Connor. Of course, I would love for you guys to join me on Twitter. You can let me know what you think of the song in the comments down below. Hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.